In a Mustang.
No eyes. Emo.
Good morning. Guess what? We did a 0 at Frodo's parents' house. And this is their beautiful house. And we are off now, going back on the trail. It takes about an hour to get there. And we're excited. So thank you so much, Jill and Rob. You were really, really lovely. And we can't thank you enough for your amazing hospitality. And yeah, you're awesome. Frodo has some really great parents. That's Frodo's dad. Alright, back on trail. Look how high my backpack is. Okay, we're back. Connecticut. What is this? This is so pretty. Brand new stones. That's nice. Going up 10-mile hill. Almost at the top was actually not a bad climb. Pretty simple. Just walking alongside the 10-mile river, which is going to empty into the Housatonic River. So it's a really pretty walk next to a river. Pretty. Ooh, okay. So this is the 10-mile river, and then it's going right into the Housatonic. Wow. It was mainly raining this morning, so couldn't really film a lot. We've hiked around 7.5 miles so far. I'm going to go another 3.5 miles and take a break. Not much to see. Generally an easy terrain. This is Ivy, and she's clearly exhausted.
I can't stand on it at all. Without a pack. So why don't they gotta get you to
We stayed with another girl friend's parents' house. We got dropped off this morning. We hiked like 9 miles. Yeah.
All right. So what happened is we were hiking in pouring rain, and we were going downhill, and it was super slippery. And anyway, we got to the shelter. We enjoyed our time in the shelter, and then there was a lady hiker, and she said, "Oh, my friend probably broke her leg, or broke her ankle." And so we went to the lady, and we checked on her, and then we just called 911. And then the lady was like, "Okay, go ahead, you can leave. I'll just wait for 911." So then we hiked downhill, and then we saw the emergency crew. And then one of the ladies of the emergency crew just said, "Hey, do you need a place to stay?" And before we could answer, she said, "Well, you're just gonna stay at my house." And so we are at her house. Her name is Jill. It's pretty amazing.
They sent me a brand new one.
Great. Which one is that?
The Nemo Tensor.
Yeah. Careful. You gotta really squeeze them.
How you doing?
They fat.
Oh,
this is the
they
slow
want the
one,
apple.
too.
She's the slow one?
She's the slow one? So you mean the Oscar is running around in the front yard?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to pay
2 miles an hour? How fast is that?
And then it shuts down.
How you doing? What, you going away from me? Oh, okay, you upset with me? Okay, bye. Good morning. We're heading out of this beautiful place.
Chickens laid one egg.
Okay, take two. Good morning. I'm leaving this wonderful place here, this here place right there. It was lovely that we got to be in a dry place after having a rainy day yesterday. And yeah, just such wonderful people. Amazing. The lady, her name is Jill, and she owns a jewelry store. And she gave us all a piece of jewelry. How nice is that? And the jewelry is riverstonejewelry.com. Check it out because it's really quite beautiful. And I just thought you should check it out because they were so nice. Anyway, yeah, I don't have any idea what we're doing with regard to miles, but that's kind of nice because it's nice to just kind of go. We are wanting to really, you know, do a little bit more miles. We haven't been really doing well in that, but you know, enjoying the experiences and the opportunity. I mean, when we had the opportunity to stay here yesterday, we really couldn't say no because it was quite awesome. Anyway, let's go.
My daughter's like idea, like, oh, it's really fun to smash the eggs on the ground. That's true. There's natural things that kill them, like a fungus and a virus.
Oh my gosh, I've never
Up to 89 today.
So we're at a breakfast place before we start hiking. And we're back on trail. Boom, 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 boom. And there's gonna be a hill.
River crossing.
Oh yeah, river crossing. So I don't know if my video yesterday was comprehensible, but anyway, yesterday it was raining a lot and then we ended up staying in town. That's the synopsis. While it's great that it rained because apparently this side of the country has been in like a drought state. So it was super that it was raining. So hopefully some of the water sources are replenished. But today it's supposed to get really hot. Around 91 degrees. So we'll have to see how we do because it does affect us when it gets really hot. And we have a lot of like bumps today. Like it's just like up, down, up, down. Nothing like intense, but just continues up and down. I always call it like my HIT training or HIT training because it gets your heart rate up, then it cools down. Heart rate up and down. So it'll be one of those days. And a view. Connecticut. So far, not disappointing. We are about to ascend Caleb's Peak. It's about a mile from here, so should be fun. Such a beauty to see water again. Oh yeah! Like a little bit of an easier terrain until the final ascent to Caleb's Peak. I wanted to give you guys an update on my shoes and some of my thoughts. My shoes seem to be much better than the Lone Peak Ultras. You know, my feet still hurt. I think it's just maybe because I've been walking for 4 months. Maybe that's why my feet are hurting. But they feel a lot better in these particular shoes. So I have the Salomon Speed something, I don't remember. They do a lot better. What I really like about them is they have a lot better grip than the Ultra Lone Peak. Much better grip. A lot less slipping and sliding. And I feel a lot better going down on the rocks. Going down the rocks. So, yeah. Also, I'm 1,470 some miles into this hike, and you know how people say it's mostly mental, a little bit physical, and I would definitely have to agree with that. So far, most of my journey I have not really thought about quitting ever. Like, that was never an option, never on my mind, and I'm still not thinking about quitting at all. Like, unless I have an injury, yeah, I'm going to Katahdin. But I can tell how I'm tired. Like, I wouldn't mind going home. It's not like I'm gonna go home. It's just like the easy way out, or the easy way is just going home. And I am feeling mini pressures from the people around me. I don't blame them. I've been gone for 4 months. They miss me, I miss them so much. And, they're starting to ask me, like, so any idea when you're coming home? And even though they mean it in a good way, it gives me that mini pressure, man. I don't like that feeling. It's like, it's such a rude way of me, I think, like to even think that. But they like, I miss you, I want you to come home. And it's a bunch of people, some of my students even, and I love that. They miss me and I miss them also. But like the pressure, even though they don't mean to apply it at all, it's probably me just applying pressure to myself. I feel I must be able to finish it in a certain time. And that's not a good feeling. I feel like I have to finish, and I just want to enjoy the journey still, even though I'm tired, even though it would be nice to go home right now and just be at home and not walk every single day. I love walking. I love the fact that I am allowed, that I can walk. If you saw my my introduction video, I actually couldn't walk for a little bit when I was a child because I had juvenile rheumatoid arthritis, and so I wasn't able to walk for a little bit when I was a child. And so the fact that I can even walk and do this journey, I have so much appreciation for that fact, and I'm so blessed and that to have been given this opportunity that I can do this. But man, would it be nice to go home. So that's just where my mental state is. Definitely the mental part is starting. 1 second, I have a little rock here. Boom, okay. My mental state is definitely starting to be tired. And so just kind of give an update, like, because I know it shows that we have a lot of fun on trail, and we do this on purpose. We try to have as much fun as possible because the trail can become monotonous. Like, you see, it's like everything is green. And like, if you watch the Pacific Crest Trail hiking, there's a lot more scenery and less ups and downs. There is ups and downs. I mean, I know that. Some subscribers are going to tell me how there's ups and downs, but like, I know that. But the scenery is like, it's pretty for sure. But often the green, that's it. So we try to have as much fun as possible, but I wanted you guys to know that the mental state gets tired, and it is easy to just want to say, hey, I want to go home. I'm not gonna go home, at least I hope not, but that's where I'm at. Hope that kind of, I've really rambled like 5 minutes just now, but so sorry about the rambling. Caleb's Peak. St. John's Ledges. There's Katie on a ledge.
St. John's Ledge.
St. John's Ledge. Doesn't look steep, but is steep. So the descent from St. John Ledges was quite the rock scramble. What I thought was neat is in far out it had Commons Lake, that for the Sobos that would be a really good memory of the whites. So I have an interesting idea of what the whites are going to be like. Lots of rock scrambling. This is nice.
Well, I'm going somewhere. I'm going this way. No, I'm going with you. Bye. Bye. Woo, okay. It's almost done.
And we're back on trail after spending like probably 2 hours, 1 to 2 hours, having a nice lunch. And back on trail.
Almost to do a cannonball.
Well, we had a situation. Our sweet fox hit her head on a blow down tree. It's kind of like one of those trees that's over the path, and a few of us have hit their head on that actually, several, like on different trees, and just today was Fox's turn and it was kind of bad. So she, you know, stumbled a little bit and then had to lay down and her face was tingling. So we decided to discontinue hiking and go into town and give some air condition, some food, some relaxing, because it seems like she's fine, but not ready to hike. And we definitely don't want her to hike in this like weather, which is like 87 degrees today, crazy puds, pointless ups and downs. So not a good situation for somebody who hit their head. So, and we're gonna go into town. So we're just waiting to see. Katie had to, Cheeseball had to go further down the road because we don't really have connection right here. So hopefully we'll get somebody to pick us up.